Prayers.
Are you ready?
It's not about counting. It's about.
Yeah, you know this. You think you can tell us what to do, huh? You think that you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better?
You're damn right, Chase. If I
and bow to the mask.
have 379,000 points to face John Moxley.
Bring it down.
Welcome to the Smackdown Showdown. Guys, what a Smackdown it was. I'm your host, Vincent LaSpada, alongside the Maddog Kelly. Very shocked tonight. Very, very, very shocked tonight.
I'm not.
I did not expect that at all.
Not after that tweet this morning.
I don't follow it like you.
For the picture.
Hey,
listen, I'm on Google still trying to find this so-called tweet of Triple H's from this morning of this leak.
Let me just explain something
from Hunter this morning that spoiled tonight's match, and it ended up happening. We are getting Cody and Randy. I'm wearing my Cody hat.
Let me just explain something to you and the viewers. I don't even have time to itch my ass in the morning because of how busy I am with the restaurant. So me looking at tweets or anything with wrestling related, it's just
that's
not
what you got me here for. That's
yeah. I don't pay attention. Before we start, how's the new 2K?
Fun. I was playing a little bit of the showcase earlier. It's hard, but a lot of fun. A lot of cool matches. Did you know you get to play AJ Lee and you get to play a CM Punk in the showcase? You get to play
really?
And you have to play. Yeah, you have to play like some matches like AJ Lee, and then you have to play like other matches like CM Punk. It's a lot of fun.
How about
I like it.
How about
and then they have a tag match. This is the last match I just beat. I beat the tag. It was Maurice and the Miz. I don't know why, but it was Miz and Maurice. You had to beat AJ Lee. It was a tag match between like CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Miz and Maurice. I don't know why, but yeah, that's if you beat both of them, you get Punk, you get AJ Lee unlocked in the game. Right now,
so those guys aren't.
You have to
not locked.
Showcase to get them. Yeah. Or you can go through a 21 gauntlet match, but you have to either use AJ or Punk to do it though. So
then me ask this question.
There's intergender matches now you can mix, so you can have boys versus the women, and you can have guys versus the women. So for example, I can have Alexa Bliss versus Uncle Howdy if I want to. Now there's all types of stuff you could do, mix and match. It's a lot of fun. So
what about the other characters? Can you buy them?
You can, and then there's the brand new ring pass, which is like the XP where you have to grind different like matches and stuff. You have to play like matches, or you have to play like a certain amount of whatever to get the ring pass, which I think is Mystery Guana this season. I think that's who the unlockable wrestler is. Kelly will be the next ring pass season 2. They just announced it yesterday that she'll
What is that? What's a ring pass?
Season 2. Yeah, and then the Hardy Boys will be part of. It's a battle pass, so you have to get on like every day or every so often to get the rewards, and you'll get like styles, you'll get outfits, maybe currency for my faction. I don't do much of my faction shit, I'm not gonna lie. But that's what it is. It's like a battle pass kind of thing where you have to like unlock. There's certain unlock. The wrestlers and stuff. Kelly will be part of season 2, and I know the Hardys will be part of season 4. I don't know why they're waiting that long, but they are. So
you get to play the Hardys.
I think it's a lot of fun. So yes,
the Hardys are in the game.
Yeah, they will be in the game at a later time. So yeah.
Well, besides 2K26 early release today, the actual game drops next Friday the 13th.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I haven't played GM mode. I want to get into GM mode. I heard there's a lot of cool stuff with that, where they have new managers and stuff you could do, and there's new power cards and all types of stuff. So I got a place in my GM. Maybe after I'm done, I'll go do that. I don't know, but
all right, let's get into the show tonight. It's
what
from
a show, huh?
Portland, Oregon is hosting Smackdown tonight. What a show. We got a rundown of Elimination Chamber that happened over the weekend. What'd you think?
I saw some of it at the bar. I missed the main event, but I found out Randy Orton won. What did you think? Did you see the whole thing? Because I saw bits and pieces when I was at the bar last weekend.
I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked on how all the women's tops fell off during the match.
I heard about this. Yes, about the wardrobe malfunction. Yeah, there was a lot of them I heard.
LA Knight slips off the rope. I don't understand how that happens. There was a lot of mistakes from the wrestlers over past that. I would say the best match on the card was probably CM Punk and Finn Balor. Yeah, that was probably I could care less about the Elimination Chamber matches. Those are stupid. I mean, they're just and I'm gonna tell you what
do you think about Seth showing back up? Seth freaking
we all knew that.
Back.
We all knew that's what's gonna happen. We knew that. I was very shocked.
We did know that, but the thing was, we didn't know where they were going with that because Braun Breaker got hurt. Then it was Bronson Reed got hurt. So then they had to change everything around, obviously. So
I honestly thought that Logan Paul was going to win. I really did. I said it would make sense if Logan Paul won, knowing
Cody
that
was going to win, but he won tonight. So
I honestly, I'm going to tell you this. I had a feeling Cody was going to win, but I said maybe out of sympathy for the Vision getting hurt, they might let Logan Paul take the victory because you know there's really nothing else they can do with that faction right now.
Well, I mean, it's crazy that Randy Orton got the win, and now we have to get into it later about what I've been saying for weeks. And you've been saying it for weeks too. Does Cody finally turn heel, or does Randy Orton turn heel? Someone's got to turn here. We can't.
I think this is last year.
The baby faces going up against each other.
I think this is Randy's last year. That's why they're giving it to him. I think he's had a lot of
AJ went out on his own terms already. Gone. John Cena gone. Edge is gone into AEW. Probably retire there.
This is the year that we lose every single old Attitude Era wrestler.
Rey Mysterio too, because Rey Mysterio is also still on the thing. I
heard Rey Mysterio. I heard that there's 3 opponents for Gunther. For Gunther, there's Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Rey Mysterio, Obafemi, or Brock Lesnar, and I keep hearing that he's going to retire Rey Mysterio at Mania. I keep hearing this.
I can see it happening. Rey's up there too. You know, you were just saying all the old guards moving out, and a lot of the new guys are moving in.
You know what I'm really enjoying? I'm really enjoying WWE The Vault on YouTube, showing all these old matches and promos. I've been watching a lot of these, and I think you're never gonna beat that era, no matter what. And I love how they're bringing back McMahon stuff. And I love. This was the best part of over the weekend. The Demolition got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yes, it was big news. Big news. Congratulations.
Demolition should have painted Stephanie's face silver and kick her the fuck out. Holy shit. It was crazy. She's the headliner over these 2 other people. I don't get it.
Don't forget AJ Styles. You know,
Yeah, but he's not the headliner. Stephanie's the headliner.
He's one of them. He's one of them. Here, actually, there you go. They have their own little poster for AJ Styles. I think they have one for Demolish too. I just don't have it.
You know what I cannot find? If you can send it to me real quick, the breakdown. Do you have the breakdown?
I sent it to you. I texted you it earlier
on
like
Facebook.
Way earlier, like 20 minutes ago. But anyway, no, I can't send your Facebook. So in a second, I'll send it to you through text. But I can't send it to your Facebook.
I got it right here. I got it right here. You're good.
But like I said, though, tonight's SmackDown started with Randy Orton, man. And Randy Orton, promo. Yeah,
kind of boring.
Came out, and boy, he came out hot. He came out hot, and he's like, we'll know in a couple of hours who I'm facing at WrestleMania. That's what I got out of the promo. I really did. He goes, we'll know in a couple of hours who I'm facing. I'll be watching the match closely.
I honestly think he's very stale on the mic lately, because he's
tonight's promo was one of his better ones. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a baby face, so to me it's stale. I think the best part was when the Lemon Pepper Steppers came out. Trick Williams.
I thought, and I texted you. I said, "Shit!" I said, "Did the power go out or something?" I said, "That's not normal." And then all of a sudden, Trick Williams comes out. I'm like, I text you back. I said, I think they were late on his entrance. I really do. Something happened there where, because I'm like, what happened? The next second, Trick Williams comes out.
So we had that promo with him and Trick Williams. That ended with an RKO. And then
what else doesn't it end with an RKO? Am I right? Honestly.
After that, we go into a promo.
I don't know what the deal is with Trick, though. If it's obviously going to be Cody and Randy, what are they going to do with them? I've heard that it could be Oba. I've heard it could be Gunther. I've heard it could be. I've heard today from one of those, fan that it's going to be Trick and Sami Zayn at Mania. I don't know,
horrible.
But that's what
horrible match.
That's what I heard.
That's a horrible match.
These are just fan pages booking their dream matches. I don't think that's a dream match, you ask me, but
let's talk about this promo with Nick Aldis and Carmelo Hayes before he goes out for his match.
You gotta call him by his name. He's Carmelo Hayes.
All right, well, whatever. Nick Aldis says he's really enjoying the U.S. challenge, and he's a fighting champion, which he's very correct on.
I think he fights more than any of the other champions, and I think he fights more than MJF over in AEW, which you just hosted on Wednesday. Great show, by the way. Shout out to AEW All Elite Heat. Go watch Wednesday's episode. Get a chance, please. After us.
So he faces a guy from AAA, comes in.
No. It's LE. Here it is. His challenger is Ho Del Dr. Wagner Jr. One of the best AAA stars you've ever seen. This guy is a maniac. Thanks to shout out to our own Big Daddy Cool for getting me into AAA and getting me on, into looking into this guy's matches. I had no fucking clue who this guy was until we did a prediction show, me and Big Daddy Cool, me and Steve, and he texted me after, because you gotta watch this match, Maddog. He goes, I swear to God, watch this match. It will change your whole, perception of Lucha Libre, wrestling, AAA, and Dr. Wagner Jr. in general. And holy shit, he was absolutely right. The match blew my mind. If I see it, I will send it to you, because it was a great fucking match. Unbelievable.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, you and Steve, Big Daddy Cool, better stop smoking the pipe on this guy, because this guy was horrible. He was fucking slow. He was
not good tonight. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So you guys better stop.
He is one of the greatest on the wacky dacky. AAA.
You better stop with the wacky dacky
over there,
because he must have been smoking a big joint when he came up with his name. He must have been high as a kite, because I don't know who the hell would name themselves that.
I mean, there's a lot of different names in Lucha League, right?
Trust me, Mad Dog. Trust me. A lot of those guys are on drugs when they name themselves. I'm going to tell you that right now. Trust me on that. All these wacky names.
I think a lot of them over the years have been on a lot of drugs. I've seen a lot of documentaries on YouTube about that, and Vice too. By the way, Vice.
There were some high flying moves, but mainly it just wasn't.
This felt more Carmelo Hayes saving the match than Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yeah, it wasn't
bad
that good.
Carmelo had to sell so much. That's really all I have to say about this.
It went about 10 minutes. This match did, and it just wasn't. After the match, Wagner and Hayes showed respect, like him always does after every match.
Yes. Very respectable champion. Maybe he learned that from his former boss, The Miz. I don't know, but yeah. Mentor, not boss. Mentor, The Miz. Yeah.
From there. Hold on.
We went to Dragunov, right? We went to Inland Dragunov, if I'm not mistaken. And he basically actually shouted out his mom and saying that he, carries the burden of being her son. And Miz comes over and complains, and then we get the worst person on the roster, by the way, Kit Wilson. I wish Danhausen would just curse Kit Wilson already. Honestly, I don't care for Danhausen at all, but I really wish Danhausen would just curse Kit Wilson. He cursed Miz. We'll talk about that later, but really wish he would. Anyway, they argue a little bit, and then we get Nia Jax and Lash Legends talking.
This is horrible. This is a horrible segment too.
What the Kit Wilson thing? Absolutely. He's
no. These two women are horrible too.
Oh no, I love Nia and Lash. What are you smoking now? Absolutely,
this is horrible. These two women couldn't wrestle this.
Nia,
they couldn't wrestle themselves out of a paper bag.
Force. Nia is a Hall of Famer.
Oh God! Get out of here! Get out of here!
Part of the Samoan dynasty bloodline, by the way. God. Newsflash: she is. I don't know how she's related to the whole bloodline thing. I think it goes back a lot, but she is part of all that. And then you have an up and comer like Lash Legends, who's just a star in the making. You're so wrong on this. These women are great.
Anyways, these two blab in the back. I don't know how long.
They had a fire promo about how they are the new champions, and honestly, they deserve it.
I'll get out of here.
I'm done. I'm done with that. We'll move on here.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the match 2, which was the tag team match.
We had right after that Nick Aldis with Damian Priest and your boy R-Truth, or Ron Killings, or whatever he's calling.
I didn't see this one.
He's going back to R-Truth now, so
he looks so weird with no hair.
Yeah, he does. Honestly, it is kind of funny. That he's looking like that now, but I still love him anyway. They're talking about the tag belts. Apparently, Damian Priest and R-Truth are now a tag team, Vince. So yay! I wasn't expecting that in my bingo card this year, but I wonder if I pair them up into 2K26. I wonder if it would be because real tag teams, I don't know if you know this, they go together. Like the Hardy Boys, if you match them up against I don't know, the New Day, the match will be good. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if I pair R-Truth and Damian Priest up, I wonder if the match ratings will be good. Probably not, but anyway. Then after that, we had Drew McIntyre come over and stare down Aldis. And Drew was saying that he should be reasonable. And says Cody did not win the Chamber or the Rumble, so he should not be in this match, right? But then, Aldis says he's done with the BS or the bullshit. and Drew has to defend the title tonight. So, what do you think about that?
I mean, it's just more hype for the match.
Right. Then we go back to the ring. I'll take this segment because why not? Because you don't care for them. Then we go back to the ring for the celebration. Good times come on, baby. Nia Jax, Lash Legends, the Irresistible Force make their way to the ring. The new champs are here, as John Cena says. Took a drink there because I got so excited because I'm so excited for my girls finally winning. Anyway, Charlotte Flair comes out with Alexa Bliss.
Trash.
And they ain't happy.
Trash.
Once again,
trash.
They ain't happy.
Trash.
I'm gonna keep saying this until we get this done. That they won. Then they say they are happy that they won, but they want a rematch. So what do we have here? We have, for the contenders here, we had Julia and Kiana James comes out. They come out and they want a match against the new champions, by the way. So that's what we get here. We get, after. By the way, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about him, by the way. He's been in the news a lot because Warner Brothers is getting bought out by Paramount, I've heard. So I don't know how that's going to affect AEW, but apparently Tony Khan's happy about it, from what I read.
How it's gonna happen?
What?
That's what I think about the whole situation right there.
I mean, it's interesting, and it's going to be very interesting for AEW to see how they take it. This. Moving on, we have a match between Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss versus Julia Kiana James.
Well, hold on a minute. Hold on. It wasn't a match until Nick Aldis made it a match.
Right. And that was during the break, actually, because when we came back, the match already started. That's what I was confused about. When we came back from break, we was already in the middle of the match. That's what I was confused about. Anyway, this match is pretty good for all it was. There was a quick 2 count. Here that I thought was pretty good. And then, everyone was throwing punches here and there. And, I don't know. I really think, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss ended up winning. I don't know. Now it doesn't look like they're breaking them up. At first, oh shit, okay, they're breaking Charlotte and Alexa up. The match is happening at Mania. Now it looks like the match might happen at Backlash. What do you think?
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of glad they're throwing wrenches in plans. And I like how things are not going to plan and like they're just swerving the actual audience. This is great because I'm tired of seeing listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I could have went without seeing Cody win the title.
Right.
But
right.
I mean, I think it's better going in. I think it's better going in the Mania with him.
You think Drew and Randy would have been the better match at Mania?
As much as I hate Drew McIntyre, I think sometimes he puts on a better match than Cody. Sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes. And I think there's way more controversy with Drew McIntyre, and I think that brings a lot of character to a match. Then let's just say Cody Rhodes coming down, and we're all going, "Whoa!"
Well, remember, Cody is the second to Danhausen, a merchandise seller in the world, by the way, of WWE.
That's
and he's the biggest babyface. So Randy's gonna have to turn unless we get the Cody heel turn, and I think that might be worse than John Cena. Honestly,
I don't know. I don't know what
heel,
these people. I don't know what these people see in this day in housing. I really don't. I don't get it, and I don't understand how his merchandise is selling off.
Number one seller right now in WWE shop. I have it in my notes.
I don't get it.
God. Ever since he debuted. Why did he debut? Because CM Punk kind of was pushing everybody to get him. So
that's CM fine. But I just don't see
from what I read.
I just don't see. He's like everybody giggles about him. I don't think it's funny. Like I just think it's stupid and we're wasting time.
Vince, you're cursed because of that. You're cursed.
We're just wasting time. We shouldn't be wasting more time.
Cursed. No, I'm kidding. I agree with you. I think I don't know what the hell they're doing. And either just having him show up and then go, and he's getting tons of merchandise sales from this. Oh my god. It's unbelievable. They actually added him into the as one of the bonus. Though they added him into WWE 2K26. So that's pretty crazy. He just debuted and they added him into the game. So they must have known for a while he was coming if they adding him to the game like next month. But no, yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Danhausen, man. I told you, I said that's who it's gonna be, and no surprise, it was. And just I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it. It just, I wish it was Jericho, man. It would have made more sense and would have been a bigger pop for Jericho. I don't know if you heard at Chicago. We don't have the video here. Probably copyright if we have it. But there was a lot of boos from the audience. And a lot of confusion from the audience on what the hell was happening when Danhausen came out, I heard. So,
well, I got to tell you, I found out, I've read that Chris Jericho still has a contract with AEW, and it's for another couple years.
At least another 3, I've heard. Yeah, from what I've read too. Yeah, it's locked. In a locked contract because he took a break. I've heard rumors because Double or Nothing will be here in Queens, New York. It's still a little far from me, honestly, but maybe I'll go, maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. It's in May. Or June. But I believe he might debut back in New York at Double or Nothing for AEW again. But everyone's like, he'll be at Mania. He'll be at Mania. And supposedly, from what I've read, the sources say he's locked in a contract with AEW and can't get out of it. So,
but that would shock you if he showed up, wouldn't it?
I mean, I'll be stunned. I'll be stunned if he shows up at WrestleMania, but I don't think it's happening, no.
We go backstage now with Kathleen Kelly talking with Cody, and Cody says he wants to point at the Mania sign now, but the only thing is in his way is Drew McIntyre. Sammy comes up. They start talking. I didn't really catch a whole lot because I had the volume down.
Sammy basically, is like all upset and this, that, and the other. He's been upset, and he basically says, he goes, he's like, oh, you lost, you're lost. He goes, I haven't even, gotten even chances. He's like, I haven't gotten a second chance. You got a second chance. I didn't get a second chance, So that was kind of the whole thing. Sammy's rooting for Cody, obviously, become the champion. Cody heads out, but, then Sammy knocks over a bottle of water, and he is not happy. Back to the ring, we have one of the best tag teams besides the Young Bucks, the Motor City Machine Guns, and the tag team Turmoil match is now. Yes, Motor City Machine Guns. What did you think of this tag team Turmoil match? Motor City Machine Guns versus Fraxium versus Lois Garza versus Wyatts versus R-Truth and Damian Priest. or Truth Priest or whatever they're calling themselves nowadays.
Let's be honest. All these teams in this match aren't really being used at all. Okay, I don't even understand why the Motor City Machine Guns.
This is because my family tree runs the tag division. I told you this. They run that division, and it's damn true. You know it's damn true. We talked about this before the beginning of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Fun fact, on an off-air conversation, you know, my family tree is better than Danhausen. Vince said this to me, and it stands true, and they still are the best running the tag division. Congrats to my family tree, by the way.
My insane clown posses, I know.
No. The only insane clown on SmackDown's Danhausen, by the way.
Yeah, so I don't know why everybody's so high on the Motor City Machine Guns. I don't get it. The whole Garza.
They're not great, but they're good, and that's why everybody loves them.
They're old, is what they are. They're an old tag team.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They can still go. New Day's old, but they still go. They still kick ass, New Day.
Let's be honest.
I think one of them's hurt now, so still, though, you know, that they can go.
I think after Big E left, I think the New Day just went to shit.
That is really true, but New Day still rocks because they can still put on great matches. Look at the Usos. They're old as shit, and they are tag champions. Still putting on bangers on Raw, by the way.
I think it's just sad that at one point last year they were very high on Damian Priest, and now they have nothing. They have nothing for him, and they're pairing him with somebody else.
Priest, baby, Truth Priest.
They have nothing else for R-Truth, and this is what they're doing with them. I mean, it's not horrible, but
I'm just confused. It was R-Truth. Then it went to Ron Killings. Now we're back to R-Truth. I don't understand why they keep changing his name. Apparently he wanted that. So I don't know if that's a creative decision or if that's Truth's call, but you know, it's very confusing to me. I'll be honest with you.
I'm very surprised that Axiom and Nathan Frazier got eliminated as soon as they did, because I think these two were the best tag team out of the whole entire gauntlet.
I agree. They were the most coherent tag team out of the whole gauntlet. I am shocked that this match went for almost a half hour, by the way. I just couldn't believe that this was half of the show. I'm like, why am I still watching this match? It was good in parts, but in reality, it felt boring. I got bored like midway through at the 15-minute mark of this match. I was completely bored. I don't know about you, but I was bored.
This is what I was doing when the match was going on.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And of course, the decision. Guess who ends up winning, Vinny? Guess who? It was Damian
Priest.
Truth.
So what do they go on?
Priest won the match.
So now they're in the tag team. That tag team, they get a tag team title shot.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess so. Yes.
Well, where do we go from here?
Drew McIntyre, my man, again backstage, he's warming up, and he is pissed. And then after the break, we will get the Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. What did you think about this? So I was wrong. I said Tiffany. Tiffany ends up losing. Actually, I heard she almost lost her top. I heard as well. Poor girl. And then Rhea wins. And now it's Jade and Rhea. We finally know who's facing Jade.
Again, I'm not too big on Jade. I think they need to get rid of Jade with the title. I think it's a shame that they.
So you think Rhea's winning at Mania?
Oh, if Rhea doesn't win at Mania the title, there's something wrong, because we can't go another.
They're moving Rhea to SmackDown. That means we have to cover her every week. Then she becomes champion. We got to cover the champion.
It doesn't make sense that Jade is not defending the belt. It does not make sense. It just doesn't make
sense. The whole
sense.
story with Jade makes no sense, Vince. I told you this many times. I said this in my. They didn't know what to do. They still didn't know what to do, and I feel like they still don't know what they're doing with Jade. Now they're doing Jade versus Rhea. I'm not even that excited for the match, honestly.
Top viewers, steamboo.com. What?
Yeah, that's the one of the comments there. We'll get rid of that, but but anyway, besides
we
that,
also get a video of the of Bo Dallas.
Yes. The Uncle Howdy, right? Yeah.
No, it's Bo Dallas. It's Bo Dallas. It's not Uncle
Dallas. Okay, yeah. It's always different. He's always different. Somebody always. Anyway, with the whole thing with Jade and Rhea said she's gonna beat her and blah blah blah. We're just gonna skip on about all that for everybody. Then right after the Jade thing, I think before we got to the Bo Dallas thing, I believe it was Johnny Gargano again.
He finally snapped out tonight.
What are you talking about? He was on a crate. And then Femi destroyed him later on. We didn't get to it
he
yet.
finally snapped out of what he was doing for the last 4 weeks.
Yes, that's because Motor City Machine Guns come over and they basically the laying on a crate, and then here the help is Sabin and Shelly. And then after that, they broke up the pin, and then they held, and then Candice tries to get Johnny up, and then she went she wants to wrestle Johnny back, and then Johnny sits up and wants to go to the ring. Candice follows, and then we went to break, and now you get your, Wyatt family circus, as I call it.
The squash match.
Whatever it's called, video package. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, we got the video package, but then we get the squash match now. With Obafemi.
Wasn't this great? This was the greatest send-off, my friend, in WWE history.
Why, you think he's done?
They did not send him off and bury Johnny Gargano tonight, and he doesn't show up in a week at Revolution next Saturday with Ciampa, then I don't know what they're doing.
You think he's done?
Yeah, this was the bury. Obafemi buried Johnny Gargano tonight. Absolutely.
And you think next week he's going to be in
WWE? LeRae already got buried last week, so it makes sense.
She got buried, but she's back on TV.
Doesn't matter. Her last match was last week. They're not going to book her in another match next week. Do you see Candice LeRae being booked on the card anywhere? No. They're done. They're out. They're cooked. They're going to leave for AEW. If they do not show up next Sunday at Revolution, which I don't think they can, contract negotiations and shit, we will see them at Double or Nothing with Ciampa. Absolutely. In May or June. I don't know when Double or Nothing is.
What do we got after this?
All right, hold on. After the squash, we got the in the back we got Jade, and she finds Michin and B-Fab, and then it is confirmed that Michin, I believe Michin, will take on Jade next week for the title. So
no, non-title.
Oh, non-title? Okay, my bad. I thought it was title. Okay. Well, they'll take on each other next week. Okay. I don't know why, but they're just, like I said, now they're just trying to feed opponents to Jade, I guess, just to make her look good. So, poor Michin. I feel so bad for her. She's so gonna lose.
I'm gonna run real quick. I'm gonna run real quick and get a bottle of water. Why don't you tell everybody and put up the graphic for the cruise?
Sure. Let me find it real quick. I gotta go into our thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a wrestling cruise on April, when is the 17th to the 20th, the Carnival Conquest. It's going to be April 17th to 20th. WrestleMania watch party. If you ever wanted to go to WrestleMania, it's thousands of dollars. So why not join all of us? Maybe myself, maybe not myself. I don't know yet. We'll see. A watch party cruise where it will be hosted by our own executive consultant. All the hosts will be there. You can mingle, you can chat. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be watching WrestleMania together. You can hit any of the hosts up, including myself. Just message me or any of the hosts. UPRW Cruise, I believe. If you want more information, just ask any of the UPR hosts. Entertainment or wrestling, any host will do. And you will definitely give you more information on that when the time comes. I think that then you're back. So welcome back. And yeah, that's our cruise. I got the right graphic finally. I had to ask EC for it, but he was happy to give it to me. And I got the right graphic. And I deleted the other graphic. So we're not giving the wrong information out now.
Well, let's talk about this promo with Nick Aldis, Danhausen, and The Miz.
Wasn't this the best thing ever? This was the best thing that ever happened on television.
Absolutely not.
This Danhausen's fantastic. Am I right? I'm being sarcastic, by the way. I don't care about Danhausen at all. I can't believe they even got him in WWE. Thank you, Punk, by the way. Not really, by the way. What was this, man? Why did this happen? Why is Danhausen in this company? I know. I have it in my notes later. CM Punk, I know. But what are they actually going to do with him besides him being a joke?
Nothing.
Is he going to wrestle? I would love to see him wrestle. He's wrestled in AEW like twice.
Yeah, he got hurt the first time.
I know. That's why AEW was cautious of putting him back in the ring the second time. He had like 5 matches in AEW, by the way. When I saw that on his card, because they have cage side, cage match, I think it's called. And I saw he had like 5 or 6 matches with AEW. I just couldn't believe it, man. I just was like, what are they? Wow. By the way, his wife choreographed, I don't know if you know this, his wife was one of the dancers, and she choreographed the dance that they did at Elimination Chamber. Fun fact for you there. Anyway, with this segment, apparently Miz gets cursed out by Danhausen, and Danhausen disappears. He also said, don't forget what happened to Dom on Monday after he got cursed. Danhausen gives his second curse to The Miz tonight. So there you go.
Well, his wife's pretty. Really pretty.
Yeah. Isn't she pretty, by the way? She actually really is a pretty girl. And she's a choreographer, French choreographer, by the way. And she actually, believe it or not, choreographed that dance they did. They had them do. All those girls did. His wife choreographed that whole thing. So yeah, pretty cool actually. A little cool fun fact about Danhausen there.
Danhausen has a kid with her.
Yes, he does actually. I did not know that until I read the article that I think that Saturday night when he debuted. I didn't know he had a kid with her, but yeah, he does. But
all right,
he curses The Miz. The Miz is cursed. His second curse.
Let's get into the main event.
Yes. What a main event we have. First of all, before main event, we got to talk about the video package. The video package they had looked like a PLE match video package. And WWE does not do that very often. For a SmackDown or Raw match, they do a whole video package that had PLE vibes, in my opinion. What did you think?
I thought this was
what's up, Z? How you doing? Good to see you.
I thought this was an actual good a good promo. I mean, like you said, they don't really do it much, so for them to give them this was you know,
this was insane to me. I was on a Smackdown nonetheless, bro. On a Smackdown, they did this, bro. I was shocked. I was like, holy shit. I go, they're actually doing a video package for this match.
Yeah, it was a good package. It was a good package.
It was. I said, man, it felt like a PLE package. It did. It had everything that it needed to sell this. And I think it sold the match even more. Now on to the match. How do you want to break this down? Because this went, several different ways and several different turns. I thought Drew was retaining and Cody ends up winning. So, how do you want to tackle this?
Yes, you're right. I did. Okay, so there was a lot of twists and turns in this. Towards the end, we lost the first referee, and then we lost the second referee.
Yeah.
Both men hit each other's finishers.
That was crazy to me. I was like, holy shit. And then Cody did a Claymore kick. And I'm like, holy shit again. Like, wow. Like,
this was actually a good match. So this is way better than that crappy match they gave us with the 3 Stages of Hell. This was way better. I agree
with Z here. It reminded him of the mid-2000s Ruthless Aggression era. He said he enjoyed it. Yeah. The main event was actually, it was one of the better main events we've had on SmackDown in a really long time. And it was actually better than that 3 Stages from Hell match.
I keep saying that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. I was so shocked when Cody Rhodes won. My mouth was open so wide. Flies were coming in and out like it was a tunnel for a football team. I mean, it was crazy. I couldn't believe that they've swerved us again. They swerved us so many times at Elimination Chamber that I thought we weren't going to get any more swerves before Mania, and we got it again.
Yeah, no, I agree with you completely. And this is just insane that we're getting this at WrestleMania.
This was a good. Yeah, this was
they actually, I think right here, if I'm not mistaken, WWE just posted it actually that we're getting this match. So this is just crazy. Absolutely.
Wouldn't it be crazier if they swerve us again and Drew McIntyre wins the title back?
I mean, maybe. I hope not, honestly, man. I really do hope. I really do hope not. I
have a feeling it's going to happen.
I hope that, here, actually, give me a minute. I'm going to upload the poster here. I'm going to drop it to my thing and I'll show you the official poster. This is not the one Triple H actually had. This is a different one. So just give me a minute as I add it here. But no, yeah, this. Give me a minute here. That's the load. This is the official poster. I'm gonna go actually full screen. I had to.
What is that?
Official poster for the match now officially.
When did we change the graphics of the? I thought it was black and white.
I don't know. I have no idea, but that's the official poster we're going off of now. So,
okay.
I'm excited for this. I have my SummerSlam where Cody won the T-shirt on, and my white Cody Rhodes T-shirt on the night because of this. This is so exciting that Cody ended up winning. I don't know. Do you think Z says Randy 15 times? Do you think Randy's gonna win the belt?
I hope so. I hope they give it to him one more time.
I mean, if they do, they would have to either give it back to Cody or they would have to give it back to Drew or give it to Jacob or give it to somebody, because I don't see Randy having a long title reign.
No, like I said, this is probably his last year.
Right. So give him the belt one more time. Let him do a thing, and then induct him into the Hall of Fame next year with
Cena?
With Bray Wyatt, hopefully. So, because so far Bray Wyatt's not inducted into the Hall of Fame, which is just crazy to me, by the way. It's crazy that Stephanie McMahon gets inducted before Bray Wyatt. But no, yeah, that's the show. Obviously, Cody won, and Cody celebrates and points to the sign that he'll be facing Randy Orton, man. I mean, I don't know who's gonna win. I want Cody to retain, but I agree with you and Z, man. I think Randy might have a chance to win this thing, bro.
We will see. We will see.
That's true. That is true, Z.
Have you found your intro for the news?
Yes, I do have it here. I'm gonna run it in a second while I take a
Hey guys, what's up?
Trash.
We gotta change
Trash.
Thanks. Anyway, this story is not trash. The story is very interesting. I texted you this earlier tonight. Road Dogg I don't know, and I texted you earlier. I don't know if he was fired or if he quit.
He quit.
But he's out of the the Raw creative team.
It said
putting
Smackdown.
Some intern in now, from what I've heard, and that's what I know about the situation.
Did you not read the post that he did?
No, I did not. I did not. No.
Okay,
no.
so he left creative because he didn't like the way that his friends were getting handled and booked. So he didn't want to be part of it anymore. So he left.
Really? Because this has been a big story all week, him leaving, by the way. And they promoted this girl, Alex, I think it's Alex Williams or something. Wilmanson.
She's an intern?
Something like that. Yeah, she's one of the newer people there. And now she's the lead writer on Raw, apparently.
Huh.
Yes.
Interesting.
So they basically bumped up this girl who I've never even heard of, who now, is the lead writer on Raw. Apparently, according to PW Insider, he is still part of a Legends contract with WWE.
I don't know if I believe that, because if he's departing from the company, why would he sign a Legends contract?
I don't know. I believe he's just departed from creative. That's what I've heard. That's what I've been reading all day about this story, because the story has been huge. And yeah, this is crazy. He wasn't happy about the positioning after creative creative was reconstructing. PW Insider says he expressed his unhappiness in person to WWE, and that's what made him resign from the job. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I know it's a huge story everybody's talking about. Here, let's see what these guys say. Yeah. Two different contracts, Z says. So it's possible. Yeah. Thanks, Z. Anyway, the next thing I got here was BySlam.net mentioned discussing a call-up for Ethan Page. However, it looks like it won't happen, because it looks like before they do that, they want to move Ethan into the main event scene before moving him to SmackDown or Raw. This next one is a bit long, so I'll try and speed up. Basically, CM Punk was behind the idea to have WWE bring Danhausen into the company. And sources say that the World Heavyweight Championship was the driving force behind the 35-year-old's arrival in the company. Danhausen, who vocally and publicly backed Punk during his time in AEW. So, as you know, Danhausen showed up. He's the #1 merchandise seller for WWE currently, according to PW Insiders. So, will we see a CM Punk Danhausen team up? Possibly. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. I don't care, honestly.
What's these shirts
Moving
look
on
like?
from that.
Have you seen the shirts?
That's actually all I have here. So. What happened?
Oh, that's an ugly shirt.
Oh, what? Danhausen?
Oh my God, that's the #1 merchandise sale. That right there,
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Oh, you saw the T-shirt. Yeah.
Shame on WWE for that. Shame on WWE.
Really? You're not a fan. I'll try and.
Absolutely not.
I mean, come on. It's you gotta get cursed with it, bro.
No,
you're cursed.
Well, before we go, I want to share something with you. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I interviewed somebody special the other night. I don't know if you've seen.
I did see it.
I don't know if you've seen Scream 7 yet.
No, I've not seen it. No, I've not in the theaters yet to see it. No.
I interviewed Ghostface last night from Scream 7.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
He is the man behind the costume. I am going to play a clip. I am still editing the video, but I decided that I'm going to play a clip and I'm going to show you guys. If I can pull it up here. Hold on. Entire screen. Okay.
Here, I think I have it. Is it this one right here? Wait, is this?
I got it right here.
Okay.
Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna play this clip.
No, wait, I don't see the screen. I only see your screen. So
hold on.
Why?
Let's see, window. Okay, what do you see now?
Okay, I do see your screen. Yeah, I got you.
You see the video?
Yes.
Okay. Walking down the street and then the coffee shops. Now, when you're doing a scene like that at night, I'm sure that there's, everything's patrolled. The town's shut down for that. It's probably late at night. You're doing it off hours. And then do a lot of those coffee shops and restaurants, do they change the decor and the names for the movie?
I feel like they did. It kind of depends on what they're shooting, but yeah, they've tried to make it as believable for the town that we were in. And some of those shops, and they close them down, but they kind of do another maybe.
That is all I'm going to show you. The interview is an hour and a half.
Okay.
I'm going to make it a 2 hour. I'm sorry. I'm going to make it a.
And you said he was the guy who did the voice, or he was the guy in the costume?
He was a guy in the costume. He was the.
Okay.
So if you watch Scream 7,
so there's different stunt doubles, right? Like because they have different guys, right? No, it's just one guy.
He is the main stunt double for Ghostface. He does so in the beginning of the film. He does all the stunts there. He does all the stunt. There's only one other guy that does the stunts, and he only did like 20%. This guy did about 70% of the stunts. So I met him last weekend when I met the rest of the cast of Scream 7. So that was cool. I got to meet. I'm sure you saw the picture I sent you of.
I did. You got to meet
Kenna Grace.
Yeah, she's huge, by the way. Hunger Games, Ghostbusters, Scooby Doo now.
Yep.
She's in a lot of stuff, man. I got to meet Ernie Hudson actually back at Comic-Con. He was one of the original Ghostbusters. That was pretty cool. I got to meet him. That's awesome, man. So I'll be stay tuned for that. Over the weekend, I actually went to a wrestling show. I didn't get to meet her, but Izzy Monroe was there. I didn't get to meet her because she didn't come out during the intermission, and I didn't stick around afterwards to try and meet because there were just
Izzy Mania
chaos. Yeah, she was there, but I did end up meeting. I'm going to show the pictures here. The Rascals. I don't know if you know these guys. Nash Carter, Wesley from WWE, the Rascals, AEW. And then I ended up meeting Priscilla Kelly, which was Gigi Dolan. So
she's nice, isn't she?
Them. So, but now
she was nice, right?
What happened?
She was nice, wasn't she?
Yeah. Here's the deal, bro. I have the autographs right here. You probably won't be able to see them, but I have the autographs right here. They were both very nice. Here's the Rascals. Won't really be able to see it because of my thing, but this is Wesley signing my figure. Eddie Kingston, bro, was there incognito. He was there secretly. I told my mom, I said, that's fucking Eddie Kingston. I said, he's wearing his merchandise. He's wearing a fucking, Yankees hat. Eddie Kingston was there. Now, I was supposed to meet Eddie. I was supposed to do a meet and greet, but he canceled. I got my money back for it. But he was there secretly, and I swear to God, Dante Martin was there too. Now, I met Dante Martin last year at a beach show. He was at a show here in New Jersey down in Point Pleasant Beach. I went up to him. I said, I'm a huge fan of Top Flight, but I swear to God, I didn't go up to him this time. But I swear to God, he looked exactly like fucking Dante Martin. And I'm sure he was because last time in July, Top Flight was on their card. So I'm assuming Dante Martin was there. And that was him because he knows the promoter of that of Pro Wrestling Junkies. And here's my Priscilla Kelly. She was very nice, but she had to run to the back. So I did not get to tell her my JC Jane story. I'm friends with JC Jane. I know JC Jane from WWE because I went to high school with JC Jane. So I always used to brag about it on NXT. It used to be a running joke where I always get to say I went to high school with JC Jane, and Ron and Sabrina always got mad at me for always mentioning it because, I always did. I had to rub it in. But so I never got to tell Priscilla. So maybe next time I see her, I would love to tell her the connection and the JC Jane story I had. But she had to run to the back, and it was a quick meet and greet. And I didn't see her even come out during intermission even. So I'm glad I got her before the show. But yeah, it was cool. It was a great show. And hopefully going back again. I think Izzy's booked again in June. So I hope I can go back and meet her there then. So, but it was cool to meet the Rascals, though. It's very cool to meet Wesley. And,
well, that's
Nash
awesome.
Carter, I think his name is. I think it's Zach Wentz or something like that, I think. So, yeah.
Well, guys, that is all the time we have tonight. Thank you for joining us for the Smackdown
one more thing
Showdown.
Before we leave. I did find this. Took me a while, but this is the brand new Danhausen shirt. Make sure you go grab yours now, by the way.
Trash.
I wanted to do that before we left.
Trash.
I had to throw that in.
Trash.
Fantastic.
Trash.
Great show tonight we have. Before we leave, would you like to run down the shows we have here on UPR? We have a lot.
Well, one show in particular is not on it right now. It's on hiatus. That is the Monday Night Rated R Review show.
They'll be back soon. Stay tuned to our socials. Trust me, I will. Keep everybody posted. I always do. Tuesday
nights, we have NXT review with the great Grand Slam Pumbaa and the Wrestling Doll.
Fantastic
Wednesday nights, you can find me with
Cactus Wednesday, you were on it again.
I'm filling in.
She gets tired of you. I told her I can always jump in. I said I texted her. I told her that you need me. I said I'll do it.
This week we had a special guest from Charmaine. She joined the show.
That was a lot of fun. It was good.
I don't know who's going to be the guest. And And then on Thursday or on Friday nights, you can catch us right here on the Smackdown Showdown. Me, the Maddog, running down the Smackdown, and we do the news at the end. And then you can catch me on Saturday mornings for Saturday morning movie reviews. As I do reviews. This week I'm going to be reviewing Scaredy's 2026 convention and the panels, and I might even do a Strangers 3 review. So look out for that tomorrow.
About Scary Movie, man. They're doing another one. I don't know if you saw
it.
The
Looked
trailer.
funny.
My friends brought it up, actually.
The trailer looked funny. It did. It looked funny.
So I saw the trailer and it looks good. So
yeah, it looks good. It's good. All right, man. I gotta get out of here. I'm falling asleep.
Yep. We're gonna get out of here. We'll be back next week. New champion Cody Rhodes. We will put this. I don't even know where this graphic is, but I thought I had the graphic. I think I accidentally deleted it, but it's fine. Cody Rhodes, new champion. Here we go. Can't wait for the match against Randy and Cody. Let's go, I guess. Yes. Woo.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Peace out.